sorrow. So I decided to go to the heavens and just praise, you know what I'm saying? Like this is I never experienced nothing like this shit. This was like extremely powerful. But anyhow, so I just go to the heavens and praise whatnot. So God comes down and asks me to get up. And I'm like, I ain't come to ask you for anything. I didn't come to get anything from you. I just came to praise. Like, I'm cool. And he told me to get up, and I'm like, I didn't come for that. Like, I'm prepared to live out the rest of my days in sorrow. Like, y'all bestow great strength in me. Like I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come for that. So we wrestling back and forth. Like, he telling me to get up. I'm like, I didn't come for that. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit. So then he told me it was like, take off this sackcloth and put on these heavenly garments that I prepared for you. And I'm like, I didn't come here for that. Like, I'm just here to praise. Like, I'm good. And then after I got tired of going back and forth and telling him no, because it was a calm conversation, but it was crazy. Like, it was like a calm conversation. And you know, they call him like home, they call God the God of comfort. Like, I think that's I want to say, what's that, Jacob? Anyway, you know, for people that be in the scriptures and whatnot, that's what they call him, the God of comfort. So it was like he was just basically comforting me, like just pushing me towards, you know what I'm saying, doing what he said, whatever he was saying, and all this shit. So I'm like, all right, whatever you will. So after that, some time passed, and like my passion was restored back onto me. It was like, this shit was crazy because like I've never like experienced nothing like that before. Like having a conversation with God, like this shit was crazy. Like it just came down, like get up, and I'm like, well, I'm good. Like, cause I hadn't lost my passion, like that shit stripped from me. But you know, I'm hollering, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to do work. I'm still trying to do work for the kingdom. I'm still trying to like do my thing and all this shit. I ain't gave up. It's just like I'm not passionate no more. Like I'm cool with that. Like I'm straight. Like just let me just do my thing like this, yeah. And he just kept telling me to get up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit was amazing. Like I never, and it's crazy because ever since, dog, I started back reading the book of Enoch. I just been diving deep into like just this joy, this happiness, like this peace, like eternal peace type shit. I guess I'm getting a sense of what it'll be like on a new earth or whatnot when things become restored, you know what I'm saying? But like this was heavy. Like I've for the past 10 years, a little bit over, like I've been experiencing like a crazy amount of joy, happiness, peace. But lately, since I've been reading the book of Enoch, lately when I jump back into it, and it's just been like happiness on another level, joy on another level. I remember when I first started experiencing it, this was probably like 2013 type shit. I used to look up, I used to like holler at them in the heavens, like, what y'all doing up there? Like, my position is terrible. Like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I even able to behold such joy? Like, what the fuck going on? Like, what y'all? No, I just came from making a withdrawal out the pain, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, because I used to live like right down the street from the little credit union and shit. So I'm like, I just came from making a withdrawal. Like, stuff it I ain't working with nothing. What y'all doing? Like, because it was crazy, man. I ain't know what the hell was going on. Like, I'm like, why am I so happy for? And since I've been fucking around with the book of Enoch, man, I just been experiencing like a crazy amount of peace, joy, happiness, and recently I was thinking about, probably in the back of my mind, what I've been so happy about is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, of just wrapping my mind about how sin to be away, you know what I'm saying, for good in the time to come, and just thinking about all the troubling things that people are experiencing, and it's like, because of the world we live in, it's like, because of all the shit that we want to obtain, like for people that's already got their treasures, and for people who want to possess their treasures, like it's like, you know what I'm saying, we ain't giving a fuck about the treacherous things that's taking place, especially to the children and shit. So it's like, what the fuck, like we trying to have something, like motherfuckers trying to be caked up and living their life, like fuck what another motherfucker might be going through. And it's like, I think that's where a lot of the happiness is coming from too. Understanding that like that shouldn't be done away with. All the wickedness that they got going on, oppressing us, doing, especially to people that's like really experiencing, people that's losing their lives brutally, you know what I'm saying? Tragically, like children are being murdered and shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably trafficking they doing out with the kids, like that shit is just, that shit's terrible. But this was some powerful shit, man. Like I never experienced. I'm actually, nigga, actually having a conversation with God. Like when he was like, take off that sackcloth and put on these heavenly garments I prepared for you. And I'm like, man, like I ain't coming to get nothing for you, man. I'm just here to praise. Like I didn't come to get nothing. Like like y'all bestowed great strength in me. I can run like this right here. Like I was being stubborn as a motherfucker. Like I'm like, nah, just let me run like this here. And man, like crazy shit. But another thing I want to speak about too is really I had released a video a few days ago, something like that. And I think it was pertaining to what I've been seeing a few other people speak about on YouTube. Like a lot of people like saying that it's looking like we probably gonna have another civil war in our country or some shit like that. Amongst whatever that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing all this shit on YouTube and seeing what motherfuckers talking about, but and that nigga Big homie Newbury Global Truth, he been talking about this is second. He made a video last night, I believe, and he was talking about it again because he mentioned in another video that he had put out, and he was saying like, you know, he was saying either way it go, if Biden get elected or even if Trump get elected, like either way it go, like he said it's looking like we're gonna have a civil war because of all the, you know what I'm saying, chaos that's taking place amongst our country right now. And it's like, damn, like, you know, like shit, it's like the world as we see it, like we, you know what I'm saying, we grew up in this shit. This all we know. We don't know nothing about the Garden of Eden. We never like lived no other life than this one. So it's like all this shit is convenient to us. Like I can imagine how some other people felt back in the day, like when, like I would say maybe like in the 50s, maybe when motherfuckers like they still had like these little fresh markets, and you know what I'm saying? Like before they started like making these like big chain grocery stores, like people used to be able to head to the butcher and get their meats and they, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit too. So I can imagine like how they feel once Walmart first came out and shit. They were like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? And it probably wasn't that bad at first when they first came out. They probably was, you know, but I can only imagine how people back then felt when they started seeing all that shit transpired. When motherfuckers first seen the TV dinners and the microwaves and shit. You know what I'm saying? The heartbreaking shit that they felt like, whoa, what the fuck are these people doing to us? Like, you know what I'm saying? But to a lot of other people it was convenient. Like I'm working these certain amount of hours, like I'd rather have shit like easier for me. So just we just allow these people to like really fuck over us in a major way. But it was all written down in the scripture, you know what I'm saying, for us not, it's all due to us not wanting to serve God, pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like, so, you know, but we gotta max out in a major way, you know what I'm saying, like, we gotta max out in a major way. But I'm just so excited. I've been so, since I jumped back into the book of, you know, it's like I just been like mad hyper. Like just, you know what I'm saying, think about the new earth, like put me in position to where I can like do some work for the kingdom. Like I'm trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to like reach out throughout the land, like, you know what I'm saying, like wherever, you know what I'm saying, Afghanistan, Peru, you know what I'm saying, like I just want to move amongst the land and just like see what we can pull out the hat, like, but this shit is exciting, man, this shit is exciting, you know. You know, but a nigga still got like a lot of shit I'm passionate about, like I want to pursue in this world, but most importantly, like it's definitely about inheriting the new earth, like, you know what I'm saying, like that's the main mission, that's the main goal, you know, and it's like, shit, like, what can we do to reach out to the people, like how can we push this to the four corners of the earth, like, you know what I'm saying, like, cause we don't know who gonna lend their ear, you know what I'm saying, we don't know who gonna like pump their heart out towards it, so we can't just back off and be like, oh man, you know, most people ain't gonna listen, and you know, we just gotta run around anyway. But I'm just trying to see if I can get in a position to really put some work out. Yeah, man. So it's I never experienced no shit like that. Ever. Like I remember on the dark side I had when I was a jitterbug, like having whatever was a devil or a demon, whoever that was, approach me when I was a little young, when I was like 8 years old or some shit. They been calling my name and shit. Like I heard this shit. Like when I was speaking with God, just then it was more of like a internal, like in mind conversation. But for the most, I heard this fucking demon calling my name, like woke me out my sleep and shit. That shit shook the fuck out of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that shit. Like that bitch called me out my name, woke me out my sleep, and I'm like, just just like on the movies when the kid ran to the, you know what I'm saying, the tenant, you know what I'm saying? And so my mom was like, like, I'm like, what you mean? Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to tuck that under, like, you know what I'm saying? I had to like deal with that, like as a little boy, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, man, that shit was crazy. I'm having a conversation with God, like, and he just like telling me, like, get up, like, man, that was tough. That was, and it's like I'm kind of like I'm mad hyper. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad hyper about that right now. And ever since I jumped back reading that book of Enoch, man, I just been turning over tables, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, mad crunk, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna rock out how we rock out, man. And we gonna continue to try to put something together. And cause it was maybe a few months ago. Like New Breed, they over there like fucking around. They didn't purchase land and shit, and they putting some shit together. They trying to roll out, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see if I can get out there and lend a hand. And yeah, man, it's difficult to say though, you know what I'm saying? But like my cousin Blade told me years ago, like Christ expect us to, you know what I'm saying, to have that type of faith. You know what I'm saying, to rush out. So it's like, if they will for us to put that type of work in, if they will for me to, you know what I'm saying, have my hand in that type of power, then they'll put it together. But I'm just gonna prepare myself just in case they put me up to the task, you know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna rock out like this. We're gonna rock out like this way, man. We're gonna continue to do it. The continuance, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man, like for real. It gotta happen, you know what I'm saying? It gotta happen, but I ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. Nigga just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Nigga willing to, you know what I'm saying, pass that, like, you know what I'm saying? Can't buy or sell, like, alright then, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to starve behind it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's heavy work, but you know what I'm saying? Willing to starve behind it, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, if they, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga ever approach that, if I'm here living, if I'm alive, if I don't end up croaking before that come, you know what I'm saying? Because a nigga can die tonight or tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And if that don't come, now I'll be then missed out on it. But if I ever approach it, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pass, I'm like, y'all do your thing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fuck with that, you know what I'm saying? They told me about that in Revelations and all. You know what I'm saying, throughout the scriptures. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all sit with that one. I'm gonna go ahead and kick back, you know what I'm saying, and try to figure something else out and see what's going on. And I got a restarvation there. That's the issue, you know what I'm saying? But we're still gonna try to work something out, man, you know what I'm saying? And through Christ, all things is possible, you know, so we'll see how it work out for us, man. But we gonna let y'all roll out, do y'all thing, you know what I'm saying? How y'all do y'all thing. We gonna get out y'all way. Ain't mean to take up too much time. It was only supposed to be like 4 or 5 minutes, but I done ran on rapidly. But I'm just crunk about this little conversation I had with God. This was like my first time like having a conversation like that. Like, cause I don't really chop it up with them people out there like that. I might pray a little something or whatever like this shit, but that the way that happened, like, homie was like, take off the sackcloth and put on these heavenly garments I prepared for you. And I'm so deep in sorrow. I'm like, let me do my thing. Like, well, I'm gonna still try to run around, but like, let me move how I'm gonna move out. You understand? But you're like, but yeah, that was crazy. That was heavy tough. But Cool Cast Podcast, man. Y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just the love tales. Ain't nothing going on but the bomb ass love songs. You already know how I go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how we rocking out.